Welcome to AI TechBook. Today, the reason your AI agent nails the demo and then dies on the way to production. Here's a pattern I've watched over and over. An agent works beautifully on a laptop. One clean process, calling one model, doing the thing. Then you try to ship it to production and it stalls. And the first thing everyone reaches for is the model. Wrong model. Bad prompt. Swap it, tune it. But the model didn't change. What changed is that the agent stopped being one tidy process and became a distributed system, talking across a sprawl of services. Watch that one clean node shatter into a mesh the moment production hits. That sprawl, not the model, is what breaks it. The thing that kills agents on the way to production is the boring layer underneath, the network. In a demo, your agent talks to one model and maybe one tool. In production, who does it actually talk to? It spans different agent frameworks, different model providers, different clouds, open source tools, outside cloud services, and your own internal apps. Every one of those is a new connection. Watch each one light up and watch the ring around it grow. Every arrow out of your agent is a place something can go wrong, be watched, or be governed. And suddenly there are a lot of arrows. Your agent is now a distributed systems problem wearing a chatbot's clothes. IDC ran a survey in 2026, sponsored by Google Cloud, on exactly this question: what stops teams from moving AI agents from pilot into production? The number one reason wasn't intelligence. It was security, 32.6%. As the workflows get distributed and autonomous, keeping security and governance consistent gets harder. Watch the security bar punch to the top above automation gaps at 26.8% and staff and talent limits at 24.7%. The top three blockers aren't the model isn't smart enough. They're security, operations, and people. All of them around the distributed system, not inside the model. Your agent framework has guardrails. So why do they stop being enough? Framework level controls become insufficient the moment agents and services span different runtimes, different clouds, and different operating domains. The guard only reaches to the framework's own edge. Watch the calls cross that boundary. Out to services the framework can't guard. And then watch a network layer draw in underneath all of them. Controls that govern how distributed services identify one another, talk, and exchange data securely. You don't just need guardrails inside one agent. You need identity and policy in the connective tissue between services. That's why we secured the framework. And it's still not production ready, can both be true at the same time. When you skip that layer, three failures show up in production. First, fragmented observability. You can't see across all the agent's interactions, so there are blind spots. Second, inconsistent policy. Different rules enforced in different places. And third, shadow agents. Agents operating outside your governance entirely. Watch each one crack the mesh, a blind link you can't see, two links running different rules, and a rogue node nobody approved. None of these are model problems. They're all we lost sight and control of the connections problems. And any one of them is enough to keep a working agent stuck in pilot forever. So how do you not get stuck? The answer is about where the controls live. You build them into the infrastructure, so identity, consistent policy, and unified visibility sit underneath all the agent interactions instead of being bolted onto one framework after the fact. Watch the foundation draw in and the cracks heal. Same mesh, now with a floor under it. And on the platform to do it on, IDC's guidance is a balance. Open, modular, something you can extend, not a walled garden you can't adapt. Design that connective layer in before production, and the agent that only ever demoed can finally ship. 4 things to remember. 1. In production, your agent is a distributed system spread across services and clouds. 2. In IDC's 2026 survey, sponsored by Google Cloud, security is the number one reason agents don't ship, 32.6%. 3. Framework guardrails stop at the framework. You need identity and policy in the network between services. 4. The failures are blind spots, inconsistent policy, and shadow agents, so design that layer in before production, not after. The network is the agent. The connective layer is where production is won or lost. Next time yours won't ship, check the layer under it before you blame the model. Thank you for watching. If this reframed where your agent actually breaks, share it with someone who's fighting to get one into production. Subscribe to AI TechBook. Next time, we go hands-on securing a real agent's tool calls across services.